Hey, let's talk about self care. As we get older, self care is something we really need to be doing more often than not. Shouldn't be just a every kind of thing. It should be something that we are constantly involved in doing. I hear a lot of people saying, I'm going to practice self care as my self care day. I'm going to get a massage, or I'm going to get my nails done. I'm getting a pedicure, getting my hair done. Um, Self care needs to be something again we practice every day. It should be something we do internally and externally. What we eat is self care. What we do, how we exercise, all of that is self care. It's not something that one day you do self care and you're always caring. Self care means something we do all the time. And it's really important as we age for us to do it all the time. We need to be conscious, thinking about self care. What are we eating? What are we putting in our body? What are we doing? Are we moving? What are we putting in our mind? Are we doing things to stimulate our mind? Are we doing things to stimulate our hands, keeping our joints going? So, I mean, I'm not. I only could talk about what self care means to me, and I think it personalizes it for everybody. I mean, I spend a whole lot of time thinking about what I'm going to eat, what type of food, the quality of the food I'm eating, what I'm putting in this body. I don't put just anything, garbage in, garbage out. So I really try to think about if my body is going to work at its fullest and at its best, I got to be conscious of what I am actually eating in my body. I need to be conscious of, do I get up? Do I exercise? Do I want to move my body? Do I want to be able to move my body? That's my self care. No, I always do not feel like getting up every morning and exercising. No, I don't. But I do because that's my self care. If I don't move, I will lose it. If I'm not flexible, if I'm not able to do, I'm not going to be able to do. So I get up and I walk. I do lift weights. I do bands. I do whatever, yoga. I do Pilates. I do because I need to do that for my own self care, which is part of my everyday self care. Now, I haven't gotten into that exercise bike, but I'm going to get there because I need to really work more of my limbs, work with different muscles of your body in different ways. So, that again is part of my self care. Another active part I do with self care, and again, this is just, I take collagen. I'm just going to see if I can show you. This is one of my, I take, of course, I kind of market this product, but I use what I market, and this is a collagen, licking collagen. I mean, everybody takes different things, but this is good for your hair. Let me see, make sure it's your hair, nails, skin. It's liquid collagen. It's basically something that I take that really kind of works, and I'm kind of more conscious again of what type of natural products I'm using for me. And again, this is one of them. I take this collagen product. And again, it's good. As you get older, for a lot of people, not everybody, but your hair starts to thin. It starts to break off. It starts to lose something. So this kind of helps me. And even when I eat, I'm conscious of what I'm eating in my body that's going to work with my skin, that's not drying it out. That's going to work with building my muscles, keeping me limber and flexible. Another product, I mean, I take a lot of supplements in addition to natural vitamins, but I also take this one. Here, this is my CBD, and I'm into natural healing, natural substances, and different things like that. So again, I take this at least once a day. This is my CBD. I take this 1500. Again, I market this product, but I always think that you got to consciously think of self care every day. Another thing I do for self care is I don't listen to a lot of news or negative or things that are going to drag me down, because the world is not a good place. There's always going to be all kinds of things that they're going to say. I keep my mind sharp. I keep my mind away from junk because there's a lot of clutter that's going on, gossip, blah, 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 blah. I try to stay away from that. My mind has to be sharp. Your mind can color your mind. If your mind is not sharp, you can't have self-care. Care is mind, body, and spirit. Spirituality. What do you do to feed your soul? Throwing things out there. I'm only talking about what works for me and what works for me, what I like and I enjoy, and I say that works for me every day. Another thing that I do, and I talk about relaxation. I Probably maybe do a little bit too much relaxation. But I like to relax. I like to relax. Sometimes I do nothing. What did you do? I did nothing. I relax. I also find that sometimes cooking is a form of relaxation, and also it brings out my creativity of being moving outside the box, trying new things. And sometimes my creative juices do well in cooking, and sometimes they don't. I remember 2 weeks ago I made curry chicken, and not sure what happened, but I had to throw the whole thing out. But I was creative. I thought about it. I did something, and I like the idea of trying different spices, trying new things, trying different flavors, working with my taste buds, moving outside of the norm, moving, pushing that button, trying it. And again, what was the worst that could happen? Throw it in the trash like I did with the curry chicken. Another one is I talk about the thrill of traveling. To me, self-care is being able to see the world, knowing different parts of the world. And I talked about what doing food is another part of my travel experience. My friend and I were just talking about a couple of minutes ago about the idea of Korean food. Have you tried Korean food? Did you like it? What did you have? And we had a whole dialogue about the Korean food. Now, a lot of people are not open. It got to be the standard kind of diet, whatever your standard diet is. But me, I like trying different foods. I call that self-care. How am I going to know about the world? How am I going to know about different things if I don't try it? So I'm always reaching as part of my self-care is to know what the world is like and going on. It includes travel, going different places. Well, why are you going there? Because I can't. I may never go there again, but I want to see. I want to see things, see places I heard about or read about or people talked about or people said they're from. I want to go and I want to be part of my self-care is to say, at the end of the day, I'm being all that I can be. I'm going all the places I can go. I'm doing everything I need to do. Did you hear about it? I'm going because my self-care says I was put here on this earth for a reason. What it is, I don't know, but I'm going to find out because I'm going to go and I'm going to try it. I'm going to do it and I'm going to do it. My self-care, again, is more than a massage. And if it is, I want different types of massages. I may never get that kind of thing. They got the sweetest massage, the deep tissue massage, the hot wax massage. I may be pushing things because I'm not that fluid in all different types of massages. But I like to try it. I like to go and see what it's like and see what's out there. And again, I don't want you to think, and again, self-care is just something you do every once in a while. Self-care is every day. Self-care is when you get up in the morning, when you go all during the day until you go to bed. How are you caring for yourself today? How are you doing? What are you doing to make sure that you are caring for yourself? Nobody else is going to care for you but you. We go to the doctors, we go to the hairdresser, we go to different. We think they're going to do all that. No. Self-care starts with you. And you got to figure it out what's going to work for you. What is your self-care? What's going to make you better? What do you need to do to get better at every day? Not just Saturdays, not just every other Wednesday or what it is. Is it self-care? Having people around you where you get to throw ideas around, learn about new places, new things and things to do. What is it that you're doing for you, for yourself? Do you like to write? Maybe you need to journal and talk about different things as part of your self-care process. Maybe it gets out anxiety, it gets out anger, it gets out what is your passion? But self-care, again, starts today. It starts every day. What do you do? I mean, how is it that you work? Self-care may even be, I need, like the friend was talking about self-care, realization that you need some more money. You can't care for yourself if you don't have those ducats. So how are you going to care for yourself? Self-care starts with, I know I need to get a part-time job, or I know I need to get a job, whatever that is. But you got to start today and go with your own realization of how you can care for self. Self-care, care for self. What do you need to do that's going to make you okay? What is it going to do that's going to make you be the best you, whoever you are, that you can be? And again, for me, it's a combination of several things that start from the time I open my eyes and continues all day long until I close my eyes. I am practicing that self-care. And again, maybe it's selfish, but it's about me and what's going to work for me. And I always say, today is the day to start. Self-care starts today, and it never stops. You always got to constantly be thinking about self-care. What's going to work for you, how you're protecting yourself, and how you're moving forward in your life to make you be the best you that you can be. So I just not trying to tell you to do self-care with me, whether it's to take collagen. I take some other stuff too, but collagen or multivitamins, and of course my CBD keeps me, going, and I like this 1500. I'm not telling you to do any of these things. I'm telling you to find your way, and also to remember that self-care is not something you do once a week, every other week, like every other week or whenever. Self-care should be every day, and you got to figure out how to make it happen. If you want that sensational life and you want to be healthy and sensational and fabulous. Anyhow, if you like it, please like and subscribe. I got a lot of good things and help us really just be the best that we can be as seniors.